Finance Minister Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta has said that total petroleum receipts, which are proceeds from liftings and other petroleum receipts as of December 2022, amounted to $1.43 billion. Presenting the 2023 mid-year budget review on the floor of Parliament on Monday, 31st July, he said the amount comprises receipts from the 63rd to the 68th liftings from the Jubilee field, the 20th and 21st liftings from the 10 fields, and the 9th, 10th and 11th liftings from the Sankofa Ginyame field. Moreover, in addition to the total receipts for the review year, petroleum receipts that spilled over from 2021 to 2022 were $14.82 million, bringing the total amount distributed to $1.44 billion. This amount, according to the finance minister, compares with the amount distributed of $808.61 million for the same period in 2021. He further explained that a total of $581.52 million was transferred into the Ghana Petroleum Funds in 2022 compared to $227.49 million in 2021. Out of the amount transferred, the Ghana Heritage Fund received $174.46 million against $68.25 million in 2021, while the Ghana Stabilization Fund received $407.06 million compared to $159.24 million in 2021. He added that the total amount transferred in 2022 from petroleum liftings and related proceeds to the annual budget funding amount was $526.31 million compared to $352.79 million in 2021. The Minister of Energy, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, has been honored with an honorary doctorate degree by the University of Cape Coast. The degree was in recognition of his distinguished service during his tenure as the Minister of Education. It was during his time at that ministry that the government's flagship free senior high school policy was implemented. Several achievements such as improvements in the educational sector's labor issues, as well as initiatives from the basic to tertiary levels, were also recorded. Independent power producers in the country are planning a strategy to recoup money due to them by the Electricity Company of Ghana. According to the IPPs, the total amount owed them has climbed from $2 billion in June 2023 to $2.2 billion as at July end. The IPPs cancelled a scheduled shutdown at the beginning of this month after receiving a cash offer from the ECG. In that arrangement, the power distributor agreed to continue paying the IPPs in July 2023 while negotiating a solution to the $2 billion legacy debt. CEO of the IPPs, Elik Plim Apretogbo, said they were supposed to receive some initial cash payments by the close of the week, but that money was not paid. Managing Director of ECG, Samuel Dubik Mahama, providing details of the arrangement 3 weeks ago, said the agreement given to the IPPs was from July. He explained that an offer which ECG felt was substantial was made because it varied from what they'd been given more than 100% or 200%. He noted that whatever is taken from the power plant this July would be paid per the new conversations. Following the G20 Environment and Climate Sustainability Ministerial meeting held in India, UAE's Special Ambassador for Climate Change, who is the COP28 President-elect, Sultan Al Jaber, has urged G20 countries to take the initiative in tackling climate change. According to a report on Friday, Al Jaber tasked the G20 countries to spearhead efforts to keep global warming below 1.5 degrees Celsius. He noted that the G20 economies are responsible for around 80% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions. As a result, choices taken by the group might have a huge influence on outcomes for everyone. He also called for unity and collaboration among all parties in order to scale up renewable energy, completely decarbonize the energy system, and create a system devoid of fossil fuels. Reiterating the need to move the needle on adaptation finance, which is only around 10% of that provided for mitigation, he emphasized the need to achieve progress on adaptation, a fundamental component of the Paris Agreement. The G20 major nations failed to reach a consensus at the 3-day conference on on specific objectives to reduce emissions, with disagreements remaining over carbon budgets, historical emissions, net zero ambitions, and finance for poor countries. Visit EnergyGhanaMagazine.com for more on these stories. Energy Brief is proudly brought to you by Airport View Hotel.
Energy Ghana TV. Local in focus, global in perspective.